Hello all, I'm here again with another look at this carrier. I slid it out of the case. It's in relatively good shape. There's some rust, starting. I just want to start by saying someone commented on my last post with this unit about it being a base model Cosmopolitan. Now, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking it was a base model Cosmopolitan, but somebody made a comment, and what they said actually makes a lot of sense. They said that this is actually a small chassis weather maker, just like the one I had hooked up down in my basement. Now, it has the same case as one of the Cosmos, but then again, there's the mid-size chassis. Actually, it's a large-size chassis. Also has, a plain version and a fancy, Cosmopolitan version. So maybe the weather maker comes in 3 chassis. The long one that I have, this will be the small one, and then a large one, which I don't have a large one to do a comparison on, but that is possible. And then the Cosmopolitan would only have the small one and the large one. And someone also was busting my balls on the picture of this. It wasn't in one of the videos. It was actually a picture. I'm not going to mention who, but someone was just being a smart ass, saying, why would you drill a drain hole on a unit with a plastic base pan? Well, here's why. You're right. Although the base pan is plastic, the rest of the unit, however, is not. You see that? That's why I still feel like it's important to have some form of escape for the condensate. Now, I thought maybe the condenser was just blocked, but there's a lot of rust down here around the tubes for the condenser, so maybe I have a minor leak. But I had it running for a few hours today, as you can tell, and it didn't seem to help much. It got about 3/4 of the way, but it still blows out cold air when it's 90 degrees, so maybe it's just too freaking hot. And as Mike pointed out, testing it outside is not the best place to, do a test on a unit. This does not have a Copeland like the Cosmopolitans that I pulled out did. This one has a Tecumseh AK compressor. And I'm trying to get a good, hang on a second. See if I can get that wet a little bit. There we go. It's definitely an AK, and it looks like we have this is 1970. Looks like C, so it would be March 9th of 1970, it looks like. Yep. And I don't know what the E means. E means there was a change in the design, I think. I can't remember off the top of my head. But C would be March 09/70. So March 9th, 1970. So it is a week off from being 20 years older than me. So, as a basic design, I actually like this better than the Cosmopolitan, to be honest with you. You might think I'm crazy, but I do. I mean, you wouldn't really be exactly wrong if you thought I was crazy. But again, it has the one side panel. Better than nothing, but a lot better if I had both. So I'm going to get this case cleaned up. It should be a pretty easy restoration. A couple hours, actually, for these. There's no sense of even pulling that out. All I can really do with that is prevent it from getting worse. So yeah, that's the state of the union on that. I'm going to get this one cleaned up. That's pretty much all there's going to be to it. Paint the case, and this has been sitting outside for years, exposed to the sunlight. You can tell it's all real weathered and real brittle. It's actually broken, but luckily none of the pieces broke completely off. I was able to more or less snap them all back into place. But yeah, $75. The lady that I bought it off was actually pretty cool. She said she knows they have a cult following. That's why she didn't throw it out. I guess she's seen it on the internet. There's just people interested. So I wish more people would do that. And at least she didn't put it up there for free, because if they put it up there for free, it's pretty much as good as gone. And not in a good way either. Usually when they're free, they end up in a scrapyard. But anyway, consider a good shot of that compressor starting up. Actually sounds pretty good. Do fan. People start off that we can really hear it. Sounds really good actually. And compressor mount is in great shape. Slide out chassis too. It's all about the slide outs, man. I'm actually surprised that these motors actually have two. Obviously that's the oiling port, but I'm surprised they have that on there, providing the top of this unit is vented, so whenever it rains, you're gonna get freaking rainwater literally pouring right on top of the motor, which obviously that's gonna get wet. Now also obviously that's, you know, goes to the bearings and not the electronics part of the motor, but obviously if you get enough water in there, it's gonna make its way down. So I'm gonna noob right the hell out of this and let's get it cleaned up the best I can, and that's pretty much all you can really do with it. I mean, there's not much I can really do about that, you know, the rust damage on the coils on the condenser. So as you can tell, it is in great shape. No coil rot whatsoever. And it's sad to think, but most people would have put this right in the dumpster, or sent it right to the scrapyard without even thinking twice about it. Gotta get this seated in there right so I won't be hitting off the fan anymore. Not that severe, but I should be able to get it fixed up pretty easily. In any event, thank you for watching and thank you for your time and support as always. Enjoy the weekend, everybody, and stay safe and cool out there.